Guys, this way.
Where are you leading us? Why? What's going on?
Stay quiet.
What are you doing, Pinwin?
We don't want Sky Voice to hear.
Pinwin, it's like
I
3
was
in the morning.
I gotta show you
a
this.
sky voice? What are you on about?
Is this the outhouse? What are you doing?
I found a secret tunnel in the outhouse.
I am not going into a secret tunnel in an outhouse.
I am not going in there.
It's fine. There's a magical place in there.
Why were you exploring holes in an outhouse at 3 in the morning, Pinwin?
There's a magical place in there. It's called the Discord.
What?
The Discord.
Now you're just making up words.
What is a Discord?
Did Dreg trick you into eating those weird mushrooms again?
You know, a Discord is where people talk about, like, us sometimes and some.
You know what?
some other
I'm
stuff.
going back to my pack and I'm going to see if my stash is still there, Pinwin.
No, stay with. Come with.
I don't think we all can fit in there.
We need to see. It's so fun.
You go ahead, Pinwin. I'll stay guard over here.
There's memes.
What's a meme?
Oh my god, he's going in head first.
It has people making like jokes and talking about weird stuff, and you can find it in our show notes.
What are show notes?
I don't
Pinwin,
know.
what is going on? I'm going back to bed.
No, keep going.
Pinwin, did you hit your head?
No,
This makes no sense. We're going to bed.
we'll get there one day.
Going on about Discord and show notes.
Yeah, I'm going back to bed,
No,
Pinwin.
not you too, Willem.
I can no longer sanction your buffoonery.
No, it's real. I promise. It's here. It's fun. Why are you? What?
That's right, Pinwin.
No. Hi. I'm not here.
No, you're here. I can see you. It's me, the Sky Voice. You're right. And now, it's open to everybody, not just patrons. Anyone who's interested in going to the Discord, especially to talk about the adventures of the Wolves of Moonreach, can access that by going to the episode show notes or going to the website. Find any of our posts on our Instagram or our Twitter or any other social media, and check out our Discord. Come join the fun. It's really interesting that you stumbled upon that, but you know now I'm going to have to wipe your memory of this.
What?
And wiped.
Previously on the Lineage of Moonreach, we were thundering down the rails from Wolves Rest to Bronzewall when we were assaulted by numerous snake pig monsters and a bunch of driders. We fought valiantly. Pinwin kissed one, I turned into a snake worm, and saved everyone with my prowess. And we made our way to Bronzewall underneath the city, and Pinwin seemed to run into someone he was familiar with.
The D20 Syndicate presents The Lineage of Moonreach. Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Welcome to 2021. First episode 2021.
All our problems are gone.
Yeah. It was
They
really
died
refreshing
with
that
the
they just
New
all
Year.
fixed themselves right away.
Just melted away.
Yes, the world is holding hands.
There's
no
so
more
much
chocolate milk famine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coke is free.
I saw a dolphin swim by my window.
Yes. But we are a Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth, and around the table of the internet, we have our players.
I'm Billy, and I play Willem.
I'm Tomas, and I'm happy we finally got Billy back to play Willem. I am playing Tomas.
I'm Lindsey, and I play Pinwin.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Gorbel.
That's right. Each week we record for your listening pleasure. Is this episode 122?
Woo!
122
22 and 21.
Wow.
20, oh, this is 21?
No, don't listen to him. He said the right thing, but you didn't register it correctly. 122 in 2021, right? That's what you were going for. Yeah. But he was using short speech to
I got
sound
you.
cooler.
Well, that was extremely confusing. I was a
Now
mess.
mad.
It's very succinct. 22
You know what?
in 21.
Billy, you ruined 2021!
Seth and I are just going to leave.
reset button. It's not too late.
Maybe we'll try again in 2022.
See you guys then. Bye.
Anyway, welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
And I'm Michaela, and
It
I
is
play
2020.
Oh
Gorbel.
no, we
22.
reset wrong. We have to hold the button down longer.
Seth is dead.
He's been replaced by a literal sky voice.
Who is there? It's me, Michaela, and I play Seth.
And Billy plays Gorbel. Who plays Willem?
Willem is also dead.
Oh, okay.
He died with Seth in that accident.
It was a high-fiving accident. We just got too excited. We just killed each other.
Went looking for that treasure in the tunnels, and the worm pig snakes got me.
You guys are making my cheeks hurt.
So big things in 2021. We updated our Patreon, like we had said. There's some dope new shit that we added to the tiers. There's less tiers for less confusion, and you can do stuff like create random encounters for us, magic items. If you want to really fuck up our game and our story, then now is the time to hop on to Patreon.
Woo! Yes, and most importantly, you need to check out our Discord, which up until this year was pretty much exclusively for the patrons, but now we have opened it up to the public. So feel free to hop in and chat with us, because we're in there. There's a bunch of other people in there.
It's great because we immediately got spam as soon as
I was gonna say it took less than 12 hours. We got porn spam.
Yeah, it was like hardcore hentai. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. This is a legit community now.
That's how you know that shit's popping off.
Yeah. But they're gone now. But if you want hardcore hentai, we don't discriminate.
Yeah, I'm not kink shaming or anything.
We also have a review, which is cool. Starting off the year strong. This was also submitted to our website. I'm happy that people are actually using the form on our website, but you can also leave reviews on iTunes or
literally anywhere. We will find it.
Yeah.
Like if you just mention it in a Facebook message to your mom, we'll see it.
We'll find you. That third tree from the left off of Highway 82. That's a great
Syndicate
place.
Sucks.
Just carved into the tree. I saw that shit.
Just leave your name so we can shout you out too. This is from Daylon B. Your show is amazing. I love binging the podcast. So your voices have been blasting in my super small town, 400 people, for the last 3 nights. I'm just enjoying the literal fuck out of it. I'm only on 130, as in episode 30. 129 being my absolute favorite. Tricked into killing his buddy, the fuck? Anyways, thanks for making the last 3 days fun. Thank you, Daylon B. Keep blaring the podcast. Yeah. Ruin everyone's day.
And shout out to our 400 new friends.
Exactly. Is he talking about the goat? The goat?
Yeah, okay. I think he's talking about that.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Man, he's in for a surprise.
That made me uncomfortable.
He hasn't
even reached the point where Willem has joined the group yet. I always like to think that people, because it seems like we always get the people that are just like, oh man, I'm on episode 30 something. It's
and
so
then they
good.
just stop talking.
Yeah, and then it's like
weird guy comes on.
Fucking, and then they bring Billy on. Fuck that guy.
Anyway, Billy's in his dark, weird, insecure cloud. Let's move on.
I mean, when you guys replaced me with Dave Matthews, it brought a lot of insecurity up.
But we had to replace you with Dave Matthews. We had to go to the top.
That's the top?
He only sang when in character.
Wakes up in the morning.
The space between. Anyway, hopefully he doesn't listen.
We lost him
super
too.
Cool. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't like Dave Matthews songs.
I've definitely liked some of them.
I've got 2 ears.
We just had this exact conversation while I was hanging curtains the other day.
Yeah, at some point it became really cool to not like Dave Matthews, and I was like, well, that's fucking stupid. But whatever.
Talented musicians.
Yeah.
He sings funny. I agree. But a lot of people sing funny.
Yeah.
That's how you get recognized. I'm always going to know who's singing if it's Dave Matthews.
Mm-hmm.
That's branding, baby.
Have you ever taken a marketing class? Idiots.
Sing weird and people will listen.
Marketing,
Music
heard of it?
101 marketing / finance 202. I don't know. I don't know school.
It's your cousin Marvin. You know that new sound you've been looking for?
Marvin Matthews.
He wakes up in the morning.
Just sing like a harmonica.
Just swallow a harmonica and breathe in and breathe out.
One thing we updated in our Patreon was campfire questions. I know Seth is about to try and find one out of his weird box that he has, but we lowered that entry to the $1 tier. So you could just support us at $1 and then ask us anything. And maybe we'll answer it.
Yes.
Unless it's super raunchy about hentai or Dave Matthews. Those probably won't get answered.
Ooh,
but
that's a whole new fucking market. Dave Matthews hentai?
Ew.
Can you imagine?
No, I don't want to imagine.
I can't imagine.
I
I
refuse
immediately
to
went to
imagine.
the violin player.
I got a bunch of intrusive thoughts all of a sudden. Thank you so much.
What are you doing with that saxophone?
The space between.
I did it.
Oh boy.
Now it's time for tonight's Around the Campfire question. Okay. So, for tonight's Around the Campfire question, I want to know, if things were back to normal for you, what would your typical day look like? From morning to night, try to be brief.
This is our normal.
But if things weren't all crazy, like if you had a day off.
Oh, so if things were completely different.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. We're going to start with Gorbel.
I would wake up and I would grab my wolf blood blade. I would be terrified. Why is the world normal? What is about to happen? I would wander the town looking for some suspicious activity. When I didn't find it, I would finally just realize that this could not be possible in this world. And I would wander off into the woods. Anyway, I would probably get up, have a coffee, putz around for a while. If it's just like one day off, I guess I'm not going to be like planning a tour or anything. So I'd probably just have a nice meal. Maybe try to do like a spa day, hit the hot springs if there's time. That sounds perfect. A little retreat sounds nice. Anyway, that's never going to happen.
Is your question like
On a normal day, if things weren't all adventure-y, like if it was just, just a regular run-of-the-mill non-adventuring day.
I mean, then it would be completely boring.
Yeah.
I'd just be catching up on the stuff that I haven't had a chance to do. I'd be like rushing to get the past 3 years of taxes done.
Pinwin.
Well, are we including travel time in this day, or can
It's
we
one day.
skip it?
It's one day.
I hate that. Well, if it weren't one, like if travel time wasn't a thing that we had to worry about and there was a magical way to travel fast, then I would go see my family for a bit because I miss them. And then, yeah, other than that, I think I would go the same route as Gorbel in terms of thinking it's really weird and not really knowing exactly what to do. And then I would join her for dinner and spa day. I need a spa day. Do you know how long it's been?
Too long.
Too long. And drinks. Just relaxing and drinking. Hang out with my new wolf friend who's a human.
He's not a human.
He's not. I mean, he's kind of a human. A little bit more.
You're not a human.
I'm not a human.
I'm just realizing this.
Yeah, so yeah, pampering, drinking, hanging out with my not human, not wolf friend and Gorbel. And whoever else came, I guess.
Very nice.
Tamar and Willem are invited always, but...
Willem, why don't you tell me about whatever the fuck this question originally was?
So, the moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
No, I guess it kind of depends on when in the pantheon we're saying that things got normal, because it all kind of depends on at what point in time we're saying. So like if right now everything has happened up to the point where we are right now.
Yeah, just a day off.
And things just went normal suddenly and there wasn't a threat to the world or our existence in general, I would probably be working on renovating and updating Shadegazer Manor.
Oh, like a montage?
Like a montage, yeah.
Can I help?
My baby takes the morning train.
Gorbel's gonna wear a hat.
I imagine Gorbel wearing the bandana.
Ooh, yeah, that would be good.
It's
Definitely
basically
overalls.
Rosie the Riveter.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Well,
Rosie
yeah.
the Riveter, but with Gorbel.
100% overalls also.
Yeah.
What would
Pinwin has a
Pinwin wear?
T-square, but doesn't use it appropriately at all.
Yeah. So I'd probably be doing that. Probably having the appropriate amount to drink while doing so. Yeah, and just seeing what I can see in Shadegazer Manor, see if I can stumble upon any other crazy secrets, maybe some old tomes, get some more family history in my eyeballs and in my brain ears.
Your breers.
My breers. Have some
Very
beers
nice.
and educate my breers.
Beers and breers,
Weird
baby.
ass half elf ears. Sorry.
Beers and beers.
Whoa.
You knew it was wrong as it came out of your mouth.
Sorry, that was my father speaking.
I promised myself I wouldn't become him.
Centuries of baggage.
Very nice. Tomar.
Well, so I don't know really at this point how to be normal anymore, because my whole life has kind of been nonstop. I don't want to say action, but there's always been something going on.
But action.
It's as I put on sunglasses. But part of the teachings of Wirecrag is like being busy. Like a dwarf that isn't busy is not a dwarf. They're a piece of shit. That's what it actually says in the scripture. That's the loose translation to common. But I would probably be in the Beldorak, bringing the buildings back from the Cataclysm, helping the Karagar find new homes, bringing the other the other dwarves from outside in the rest of Argyria back, and maybe finding a place for the gnomes there. I haven't really told any of the others, but like ever since we relit the Soulforge, I've been feeling less and less normal in Wolves Rest. So
What?
me staying there is probably not a permanent thing. I'll probably...
This is when you're going to tell us on
I'm
our
not
day
telling
off.
you anything. Get out of here. I'm going to the bathroom.
You're going to
Can I
shatter
not have
our
2
entire
seconds
world.
of privacy? I know the world is ending, but I really need to go.
You know
I
what?
just
We
got
had
all
a
my armor
spa day
off,
planned
and
after this.
you guys
How the
just
hell
can't
am I
help
going to
yourselves. You
relax
literally
after
can't.
this?
Hey, did you
No, I
find that
can't help
secret
myself.
tunnel Pinwin
Not
was
when
fucking
my
talking about?
family member is ruining my whole
Can't talk right
future.
now. Oh, it's a big one.
No.
Anyway,
Pinwin, was that the whole?
I'm probably gonna move out. I haven't told them yet. I plan to tell them soon, but yes, I hope they keep the temple there, so I'll always have a way to.
I'm
quickly
tearing
come
it
back
down as soon as you leave.
First order of business, Mr. Let's set up this city and I'm going to rule it like a fucking dictator ass monarch motherfucker and make everybody obey my rules, and then I'm going to fuck off.
You know, when
you know
someone
what?
has no rules, then some rules need to be established, and otherwise there's chaos.
All I hear is I'm a big asshole.
Well,
If you're
not
leaving, you
welcome
have to
back.
take Hazel with you.
She's not
Funny
there
story.
already.
I have deed to
Well,
the
good, we're
property.
not going to find
in
her
here.
then.
I did not interrupt your boring ass day at all.
Excuse me?
We weren't planning on ruining your entire future.
If your future relies on me, then there's something really wrong.
It doesn't rely on you, but you are a part of it.
You are uninvited to our spa day.
Whoa.
Pinwin, I don't think he was coming anyway.
I know
Not as big of a blow as you imagine it to be.
It wasn't really high up on my agenda, but it hurts a little. It's
Knowing
nice
you
to be
can't go.
invited, yeah.
Tomar
nice to be
does the
invited.
Ross, where he's just like, fine by me.
Anyway,
I'm just kidding. You can come to the spa day, but please don't
No,
leave.
you can't.
No, Pinwin, stay strong.
He has to be punished for these plans.
I don't like the way you said that.
hey,
Take
you're my
two,
sister,
take two.
weirdo.
Why are you guys turning punishment into something weird? That's your issue.
It's the inflection that you put on it. It was very spam in the Discordy.
Is it the bandana and the overalls?
Maybe. You're right. This might be on me. I've got some baggage.
All right, well, let's get started. So, when we last left off, you guys had crumbled the blockade and opened up a separate section of this tunnel where you saw a group of about 10 people huddled around a fireplace in what appears to be like an abandoned section of this, for lack of a better word, station, this tram station. And one of them, a man with long black hair and bright golden eyes, seemed to register who Pinwin was and had called out to him. And Pinwin, you had recognized him as the man you hate most in the world, Silver Song. And that's where we will begin.
Oh, hi, Silver Song.
You know this guy, Pinwin?
Yeah, I know him.
Are you okay? You look really pissed off. I don't think I've ever seen you pissed off before.
He sucks.
I look over at him.
And he stands up and he kind of sweeps over. He's a little bit taller than average height. He's got a decent build. He's a handsome dude. Not like overly so, but you know, like a palatable handsome that you might find in a performer. And he kind of sweeps across and he puts a hand on your shoulder, Pinwin. Pinwin, it's so good to see you. I've heard.
Hey.
I've heard. Hello.
Maybe keep your hands to yourself. I don't think he's ready for this.
Oh, no, I understand. That's a completely just reasonable reaction. I'm glad you guys are here. As you can see, things are a bit of a mess. And as you guys look around, you see that there's like some blood on the ground and on one of the walls. And then off in the distance, in fact, I'll show you here. Off in the distance, you see that there is a large, what appears to be like a vault door. So yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of a just a spot with a lot of like rubble and stuff like that. But you guys can see a lot of
Are those blood stains?
yeah.
those
There's a lot of blood
donuts?
stains.
But-
No, those are pillows. This is the fireplace.
They have pillows?
Little cushions. And here is this large door, kind of wedged into some of the rubble. And there's a lot of blood leading up to it. And you guys notice, yeah, there seems to be something that kind of went down here. But also, the people huddled by the fire, including Silver Song, look a little like worse for wear, as if they've, recently had some sort of like physical like attack.
Did you do this, Silver Song?
No, I didn't do it. It was kind of happened to us. There were more of us here, but those soldiers chased us down here, and this was our sort of last stand.
Why would you ask him that? Is he like a murderer or something? Who is this guy?
I mean, I don't think he's a murderer.
It's so good to see you, Pinwin. I just, I heard about your adventures going off, and I'm really glad that things have kind of had upward mobility for you. I've been telling everybody, like, Pinwin, one of the best musicians I've ever met, and here you stand. Some of them didn't make it, so they didn't get a chance to meet you, but I'm glad for those who did.
So Silversong's a tromboner.
A what?
I look at Silversong.
I believe it's trombonist.
He's a tromboner, Willem.
I see. Noted.
What is a tromboner?
I walk up to.
Is that like a gymnast?
Do you have your trombone on you?
No, it's over by the fire. Would you like to see my trombone? I feel like time is slightly pressing, but if you'd like, I can maybe play something. But
I could live without that.
Yeah, I think your instincts are right on this one. But I'm Willem.
Hang on.
Nice to meet you, Pinwin, huh?
I want to hear what this is. I've never heard of a tromboner before. So, by all means, show me.
Well, you have to excuse me because of the events that just transpired. My tone might be a little sad. I'm feeling quite sad at the moment.
So does your emotion affect your instrument? Is that common with musicians? I have never, ever played an instrument in my life, so...
Well, I don't know how it is for all musicians, but for me, yes, it's very much tied to my emotions and my current state of mind.
I nudge Willem.
It just sounds like the adults from the Peanuts cartoons.
I nudge Willem.
Yeah.
Are we just ignoring the pools of wet blood everywhere?
I think I really want to revisit this because this guy seems to really be fucking with Pinwin's mind right now, and I'm very curious about that.
He's not fucking with my mind, Willem. I just hate him.
Hey, Pinwin. I'm very curious about that. I'm not going to lie, Pinwin. I'm sorry. But we do have much more pressing matters, and I think that we should press on.
Willem, would you just... Okay, he's going to play his tromboner. And
tell you what, you stay here and listen to the tromboner.
No.
I'm going to go rescue the love of my life.
It's fine. I just want to hear what it sounds like.
Just skim a couple toots, Silversong.
Absolutely, Pinwin. Just a couple of toots, just for you. And then he goes over the fireplace and he picks up this long instrument. It's like a nice shiny silver instrument. You guys, of course, know what a trombone looks like, but in the context of this, you've probably never seen something like this before. Some weird metal horn that's like long, has a slide on it, and he picks it up and he starts playing a very, very beautiful but sad and lilting like melody. He plays for about 20 seconds, and you guys are, I don't know how impressed you are by beautiful music, but if you are, you might be impressed.
I'm sorry, is that the new Post Malone?
Tomar's just like wide grin. He looks all excited. Oh, wow. He's really good.
Yeah, he's okay.
Are you crazy? Did you hear that? That was amazing.
Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Perhaps if things were certainly different at the moment, I could play a little bit longer for you. But
I never really cared about music before, but now I might give it another shot. That was really, really something.
Wow. Thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me very, very happy.
What's your name? Silversong?
Anyway.
Silversong, yes.
Start writing something
So
down.
anyway, what happened?
Google Silversong.
Spotify link?
What's your
Find my
Bandcamp?
EP on Bandcamp. God damn it.
Anyway, what happened with the blood?
He empties his spit valve and blood comes out of it.
Terrible stuff happened. We were chased down here and there was a battle, and some of those that came with us, they fell And then Charlotte, she was able to hold them off. She's the one who sealed the door and fought the soldiers on the other side, keeping us safe. But the door is sealed and none of us can open it to get back into Bronzewall. Not that I'm sure we'd want to go back there anyway.
Well, you definitely don't want to go that way.
Oh, yes, the thing with the hole?
Oh, yeah. Well, or even down the tracks. There's nothing but badness.
We sealed it off here with all the rubble so that we wouldn't get attacked by those creatures in the tunnel. I'm sorry, what did you say? He looks at you, Gorbel.
Why do you look frightened?
Oh. I don't remember saying anything, and that's terrifying. So, what are you doing in Bronzewall?
Yeah, what?
I've been doing a tour circuit here. It's been quite a nice little year for me. Me and my traveling troubadours were, we were making a pit stop in Bronzewall. They're lovely people here in Bronzewall. They all are avid music fans, and they always invite me back, which I appreciate. I think that's quite kind of them to take such a keen interest in my music.
You're a great musician, but your getting to the point skills are lacking.
I apologize. I've a bit long-winded at times. It takes me a bit to get the information from my brain into my mouth. I do apologize for that. No harm meant. Anyway, is there any way possible that you are all the wolves of Moonreach?
Why?
I nudge Pinwin.
Well, I've heard that you're one of the wolves now, Pinwin, and I think that's just quite nice.
You do, huh?
Really thought you were going to say groovy.
I think that, your talents have accessed the rest of the world. You're not only a talented musician, but you're also a very talented and capable fighter. And I always knew good things would happen to you. But this is just outstanding. I've heard that you've combated some great evils and something to do with dragons.
Yeah, well, I am a wolf, so...
That is fantastic news. Good on you, Pinwin. But yes, so I don't know if you guys would want to be able to unseal the door, though I should warn you that the whole city is in a bit of chaos at the moment.
Chaos, like they just heard your performance and...
Whoa.
Oh,
Pinwin.
Sorry, it was a joke.
The sarcastic wit on Pinwin is something I've always appreciated, but
sarcastic wit.
Pinwin.
I feel as though I should sort of paint a larger picture. It seems you're unfamiliar with the goings-on in Bronzewall at the
Do you
moment.
paint faster than you speak?
Unfortunately, no. Anyway, sorry, I'm a bit shaken by all that's happened.
Is there... I point to another person.
Okay.
Can you tell us what's happening?
This woman steps forward. She's a little half-elf, kind of shorter than the average half-elf with like a shock of red hair.
Yes, so here's what happened. We were in Bronzewall, and Silversong was doing just a marvelous performance as always, and all of a sudden, right in the middle of the set, there was this flood of chaos and destruction, and all these, I think they're called hobgoblins, started coming through, and they were dressed in armor, and they started attacking, and the city was in absolute, just a mess, a myriad, a cacophony of destruction, and we escaped, and we were led down here, and some of our party fought off the hobgoblin soldiers, but... So they were able to seal the door, and that's where we've been for the last, I would say, 12 hours or so, and it's a good thing you came. We didn't bring much for food, and we're running out of rations, and we've heard about the Wolves of Moonreach, and Silversong has told us so much about Pinwin, and if anybody can save Bronzewall, it'll be Pinwin and his group.
Hi, I'm Pinwin. Don't worry. We'll get this figured out. It's gonna be okay.
It's really nice to meet you, Pinwin.
It's nice to meet you too. What's your name again?
My name is Liga.
Okay. Hi, Liga.
Liga, did you happen to spot their leader, by any chance? The leader of the hobgoblins?
I did not, but a giant magical dome came down over the town, and it's been a mess.
How long ago was that?
Well, that was I can only assume it was a day or two ago, but it seemed like there were other people here who it was as if they could see something in the sky, but it didn't become permeable until shortly about a day ago, or maybe half a day ago. It's been just a crazy time, and it's hard to keep track of everything that's transpired.
How did you find your way down here? What part of the city are we in?
Well, we're directly beneath the eastern side of the downtown area of Bronzewall, sort of the market district, and we were led down here by Charlotte, who, as far as we know, is still fighting the soldiers on the other side of the door. They chased us down here, though.
So you've been down here over a day?
No, we've been down here, well, I guess it could be, but as far as we can reckon, it's been about 12 hours.
And are you all allies to Silversong, or are you just random?
Some of us are. Some of us are part of his ensemble. Myself, I play the timpani, and I've been traveling with him for a little over a year now, and some of the other musicians are here with us, but some of them are just random Bronzewall citizens.
Is it
Liga the Timp.
Is that like a trombone too? Because that was a beautiful instrument.
No, the timpani is a bit like a drum.
But surely you did not grab that and run with it, did you?
Well, I already had it with me. I've got a harness for it. It's actually over there if you'd like to see it.
Okay. Oh.
Have you ever thought about switching teams?
Hey, who is not in this band?
There's a few of them over there.
Let's talk to them.
Okay.
Do any of you have any martial skills?
One guy kind of steps forward and he's a human, and he says, I'm a resident of Bronzewall. But no, I'm not Marshall. None of us that remain in here are Marshall.
Well, what the hell did you stand up for? Sit back down.
Well, you asked
Sit
if
down.
anybody wasn't in the band, and while I am an appreciator of fine music, I'm not. I'm from Bronzewall.
Noted.
Well,
Thank
maybe
you.
this guy actually could lead us to important locations.
Yeah, that might be good.
Did any of you happen to catch a glimpse of a drow woman, possibly in captivity?
A drow woman? Silversong says, I saw a drow woman just
Where?
a few days ago being led in.
Led in where?
Through the city gates.
To where?
I didn't see exactly where she went, but I saw the direction. She was heading towards the main manor.
Oh, there's a manor here?
There's a main manor.
Whose manor is it?
Maine.
What manner of manor are we talking?
It belongs. So Bronzewall is something of an outpost now, though it is sort of a large city with a varying amount of people. But it is a military outpost, and so the commander of this branch is the one who stays in the main manor.
Pinwin's just like shaking.
I'm
his
sorry,
head while
I
he
could
talks.
not follow at all what you were saying. Okay. Pinwin.
It's like a sleep spell.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, what the fuck just happened? Your voice is a roofie, my man.
Pinwin, where did you
At a
meet this
bar.
guy?
We performed at the same venues sometimes.
Was he the headliner or were you?
Pinwin's making a lot of stank faces today. He was the headliner for some of those.
I see what's going on here. Pinwin. I like this. This
I'm
brings
better
us
than
closer
him.
together. Oh yeah, totally.
You're better.
Oh,
I mean,
so
you
this-
heard him. I'm totally better than him.
This
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
like a
no
celebrity
doubt.
crush kind of thing.
No.
Oh, you love Silver Song?
never. Oh. Ew.
Were you guys like, instead of a fitness club, were you guys like in a love club?
We were not in a love club, Willem.
Was it a music club? Do you guys have a bunch of clubs together?
I
You
will
seem like
never
best
be in a
friends.
club with Silver Song.
I don't know about that.
There's
you guys are
that
both
dry
musicians.
wit again. I just appreciate that so much.
Oh, hey. Yeah, so maybe you can regale us with some tales about how you and Pinwin were best friends and go way back.
Well, if only. I wish I could be best friends with Pinwin. Pinwin is the mightiest musician I've ever met.
The one who got away, huh?
I don't know about getting away. I seem to run into him from time to time.
Oh, there's a colorful history here.
I would love to get into this more, but pressing matters. I would like to. Did he explain where the blood came from ever? I don't remember. He said something about being attacked, but he didn't say. Was it the kobolds that they were fending off?
Hobgoblins.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, hobgoblins.
Well, the blood is from, yes, the battle, but poor Derek, he
Derek.
he
Rest in power,
Breathe.
Derek.
breathed his final breath here. That's
Well, where
where
is
most
he?
of the blood. He's over there. He died after the doors.
I thought that was the
Derek?
timpani. That's the timpani.
No, not the timpani. Over there, and he points to like a wrapped bundle near the far wall with a candle sitting like near it.
How long has he been dead?
A few hours. It was quite sad.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, surprised he didn't trombone the thread away.
You there, non-band member, non-martial gang member here. Can you point us in the direction of or lead us to the main manor? Or possibly know of a secret entrance to
That
the main
secret
manor.
entrance would be
He
great.
he shakes his head.
None of it?
I'm not going anywhere.
Great. Thanks for helping. I was going to suggest that you guys all hightail it back to Wolves Rest on that trolley, but you can fucking rot here.
How
Never
about
mind.
this? Can you make us a map?
That is a hard right turn, Willem. This man, like he said, was non-martial.
Why don't you go enjoy some more trombonering?
Do you want help or not? We're all here to help you get your girl back.
You're not helping anything.
I could
Okay,
go
so
with
how-
Durant right
All right,
now.
I'll just hang out
How
with
is
these
this
people.
sealed?
That's cool.
How is the
Perfect.
door sealed? Or the entrance, or the exit, or whatever it is, the hole in the wall.
It's
How
just
is it
Elmer's
sealed?
glue. It's like slightly coming off.
None of us can figure it out.
Charlotte sealed it with fire magic from the other side.
Oh, gee.
You're
if
a
only-
fire type, Tomar. Come
I
on.
sure am. Too bad I'm not going along, though. I'm just going to hang out here with this non-martial guy.
Why are you being a bitch about this?
I'm not
Why
being a bitch. I'm not
Everyone's
being a
being
bitch.
weird. What kind of trance do you hold over these people, Silver?
I'm trying to
Silver
be
Song
nice
Tongue?
and
What are
understanding
you?
with these people. We don't know these people. They have been in a tight spot for a long time.
I mean, about 12 hours. That's not too long of a time.
Hey,
Any hope that you guys could give us would be marvelous. I know this man over here isn't. He's quite scared to return, and this is the only place he's had any safety. But the rest of us are ready and willing to go back in if you can attend to any of the assailants that might assault us.
Oh my
Nobody
God,
needs
is
to go
Silver
back
Song
in.
played by Noel Fielding? That's
No, it's
exactly
Ralph.
what I'm picturing.
It's
Is-
Ralph Brown.
is that the guy from IT Crowd?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because we did.
Get away from me,
There
goblin.
I am in Sri Lanka, formerly Ceylon. About 3 o'clock in the morning, looking for 1,000 brown M&Ms to fill a brandy glass, or Ozzy wouldn't go on stage that night.
Guy from
Nobody needs to go back with us. We just need directions.
yeah, guy from Bronzewall. If you could make us a map, that would be so helpful.
I can give you directions. I've been to Bronzewall quite a number of times.
But have you like memorized Bronzewall?
Well,
Like,
you can
like
never
you'd lived
truly
there?
memorize Bronzewall, Pinwin. Any city worth seeing is worth seeing multiple
Bronzewall
times.
guy.
It seems like you're always discovering something new every time you arrive.
Can you make a map? Bronzewall.
Here's a question. Were all the hobgoblins congregating toward the manor, or were there other pockets of the city they were focusing on?
It seemed they were all over the place. When they originally came in, they were gravitating towards the manor, but after a time, when everything popped off, all these hobgoblins seemed to come out of nowhere and everywhere, and I believe there were even some weird wolf people around.
Oh, shit.
And
Did you see any weird
What?
dead-looking dudes with robes, hoods on, anything like that?
I passed
I
the
can't
Bronzewall guy a piece of paper and crayons.
I can't be 100% sure, but it did seem like there was some of that in the chaos. I did notice quite a bevy of creatures or humanoids of some variety wearing hooded robes and walking stiffly as if perhaps they had returned from the dead or had once been living.
Okay. I think as long as you can tell us what direction to go toward the manor, we will just do that.
Oh, absolutely. I can tell you exactly how to get there from here.
Do we want to take directions from Silversong? I'm so.
I will take
What did you-
directions
I
from
wasn't expecting
anybody.
you guys to be on my side with Silversong. Thank you.
Who's on what side? You haven't even explained much of anything.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you've picked up on it. So we're performers.
on it.
We're performers. We've performed at the same places before.
So you hate him?
I
And
hate him. He's. I mean, just look at him. Like the
I
way he
look at
talks.
Silversong.
He's just smiling.
God, I hate that smile.
He seems like a nice guy. Not quick on the uptake, but nice.
Yeah, nice, like the bottom of my shoe. Anyway,
whoa, Pinwin, he is right there.
Just open hostility.
he
What is it
didn't
about
hear
this
me.
room? There is some hostility going on in here.
I feel like maybe we've all just been in this cramped space together for too long.
It's been like 10
with
minutes.
past 5 minutes.
Can we take
It's
a short
very
rest?
stuffy.
By the way, I'm going to take a short rest while we're arguing this
Yeah,
out.
I would say since it's been roughly an hour since you guys have gotten off the tram.
Nice.
So,
Oh gosh.
well, everybody but Tomar would be able to take a short rest because you were using magic to move the rocks and shit.
Well, okay. So, we don't even really need a map. We just need to know what direction to go, and I'm assuming we could find the manor. It's probably a big place.
It's quite large. It's a bit of a misnomer calling it a manor because it looks more like a fortified castle. It's quite large.
So we won't miss it.
I would be surprised if you did.
Perfect. Let's tear down this wall.
Are there other big movers and shakers here that we need to be on the lookout for that maybe run the
seems-
city?
It seems like there's quite a bit of movers and shakers, oddly and auspiciously placed in the city at this precise time. I also noticed that there were people sort of rebuffing the hobgoblins from elsewhere in the city. Heard a lot of magical attacks going off, saw a bright flash of a silver moving individual quite quick through a large portion of hobgoblins. It seemed like there were some adventurers inside the city that were appropriately timed to help take on these assailants.
Okay, that might be Herc.
So, I know that you said we don't need a map, but Bronzewall guy, did you seem to draw a kind of map at all? Did you get a chance to do that?
He's been very slowly drawing what kind of looks like a puzzle map in a sense, just straight lines that kind of go. If you just leave through this door, you'll go up a large staircase, and then you'll be in another recessed area. If you choose the tunnel on the left, it will take you back up to the main avenue. You can follow that main avenue, the Avenue of the Manse, and if you follow it straight down, it will take you directly to the manor.
What's to the right?
Well, I'm not sure. I just know how we got down here. It seems to be maybe a network of underground tunnels, perhaps involved in what we have here, some sort of ancient tram system with weirdly futuristic style moving parts.
Well, okay, so we kind of cleared the way out behind us. I know I tore down your little barricade here, but there was a weird hole in there with a really ominous sounding thing.
Yes, we
covered
know
it
about
up.
that.
We covered it up. Just so
You
you know.
covered it up.
Yeah. So,
I don't think you should have covered it up.
Why?
Because there's somebody asking for help down there.
oh, don't worry about that.
Yeah, not a good person.
They were not asking us for help. No. Don't listen to the voice. Don't move the stone. You should be safe to move around, but don't go down the tracks. And maybe we'll come back for you after this is done. If we
I
don't
would
come back.
appreciate it if you did, or perhaps let us know when it's safe to leave.
Sure. Yep. We'll absolutely do that, right, Pinwin?
Yeah. I'll let you know,
Here.
Silver Song.
If you would like, and he reaches into his robes and he pulls out what appears to be like a thin metal tin whistle, and he hands it to you, Tomar. If you clear out the city and it's safe for us to leave, go ahead and blow on that. I can hear it from wherever it's blown.
Oh.
And
Is
if
it,
you
like,
blow
really
that, I'll
loud?
know it's safe. No, you just have to give it a little toot.
Give it a toot. Got it. I will toot this bad boy. I'm not the most musically inclined, but I will.
It's alright, it just plays a single note.
Okay, I think I can manage that. But let's look at this door. Come on, guys. And I lead our friends closer to the door. I know everyone's on edge.
I'm sorry you had to see me that way.
Yeah, it's okay. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna save our friends.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make this city safe. It sounds like we have some allies around, but yeah, we could probably just go straight to the manor first and then deal with anything that's going on there, because that might be where some major shit is happening.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
But yeah, we're gonna do this. I believe in us.
I hope Durant's okay. I feel very guilty that we didn't go that direction, but I mean, obviously they need us here, so it's good we're here too.
Just do it quick and then deal with our next shit after that.
That's it. Yeah. So, Bronzewall guy, you're not going to finish that map, I don't think, in time. So,
He's got his tongue sticking out and he just like looks up.
Can you give us some, like, are there any tips with, like, anything we should watch out for, like, in terms of construction in the town or something like that, or?
You should watch out for the hobgoblins, probably, most likely.
Okay. All right. Just checking on
Do
that,
you,
'cause
need,
sometimes.
do you need this? I think I've finished.
Well, how's it look?
Shit. It's just lines.
in it.
It looks to follow the like basic direction that Silver Song indicated, but there's no like detail. It's just like a line that traces like up to the left slightly and then like off to the left somewhere.
Sure. Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
I'll take it, and then I'll take my crayons back.
He only used purple. He had 4 options, but he used purple.
He's not a cartographer. It's
All
okay.
right. How's this door look?
So it is a large cylindrical door, and it is it seems to be made of very sturdy, very thick metal and stone, and it's wedged into the kind of the rock face of the rubble, but it's about 20 feet tall. It's a huge fucking door.
And how is it sealed?
Give me a perception check.
All
Or
of
no,
us?
investigation, sorry.
All of us, or just Tomer?
All of you, if you would like to help.
Yay.
21.
13.
23.
18.
18. Okay, together you guys can all kind of discern, like working together and kind of like examining the doorway. You guys you find some sections that are a bit warmer than others around the edge, and it looks like there's some melted metal in there. You could surmise that somebody pretty much welded it shut from the other side.
From the other side. Yeah. What can we do? Do you want to? Don't we have a heat metal? Can you heat metal?
I can.
I can too.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Gorbel could.
So, would you consider this door of metal to be like raw materials now? Like it's just metal? There's not like a
no, there's a definite shape to it. It seems like it's been sealed around the edges.
I'm wondering if
Tell me what you're thinking.
I was wondering if fabricate would work, because you just convert raw materials of a given material into something else, and I was just gonna turn the metal into something else.
I would say that this wouldn't qualify as raw materials because it still is a door, and it's like got a lot of complex parts to it.
Is it like a door in a actual wall? Like this is okay, so it's not like a cave or anything?
No, it's definitely like it was meant to be there. There's rubble kind of surrounding it, but it's definitely like it was designed that way.
Okay.
Like a big, like think of those big, huge, thick bank vault like doors, but much larger, and you kind of have a general idea of what it might look like.
I'm just gonna keep casting Control Flame. And I'm just gonna trace it around where it looks like it was welded. Okay. And like over time try and heat the seal up again so we can just knock it down.
Do you want me to heat metal?
I mean, you don't. I mean, this isn't costing me any spell power. I can just do this. We might need to save our energy for up there. So this might take me a little while. If you guys have cantrips that you want to use that do fire, that could speed it up.
Yeah, what else? What are the rest of you guys doing?
I have firebolt.
I mean, if you could like point blank, like stick your finger and then firebolt.
Son of a bitch, it was Ray of Frost the whole time.
What were you saying, Willem?
I'm just going to be leaning against the wall, rolling a cigarette.
Okay. And Pinwin, what are you doing?
Whistling.
Okay. What are you doing, Gorbel?
I don't know if there's a whole lot I can do.
I'm probably not going to do firebolt. So I'm going to patiently wait and not talk to anybody.
Okay. Pinwin, while you're whistling, like Tomar is like basically he's like like doing the welding, but Pinwin, while you're whistling, you can see that Silversong's tapping his foot. That's a good melody. That's a good melody.
I stop
Everything
whistling.
you do, Pinwin, just top tier. Oh, but it was nice. Mm-hmm. So what have you been up to since I last saw you?
Oh, just being in the Wolves of Moonreach.
Oh no, that seems quite nice. It seems very cool. I've been bragging that everybody that mentions the Wolves of Moonreach, I've been bragging about you, saying, oh no, one of the members of the Wolves of Moonreach, Pinwin Dingleroot.
It's been really hard for me to be consistently. Yeah, well, that's what I've been doing. A bunch of cool stuff, saving the world. Typical
I
stuff
bet you're
for me.
gonna come up with some just choice songs based on your experiences.
Oh,
I've been trying to compose some stuff based on the faint bit of detail that I've been able to glean from your adventures. Would you like to hear something?
I know you're just gonna play them anyway, so sure.
He picks up his trombone and he starts like playing like this beautiful melody that sounds kind of uplifting. Honestly, and he like pulls it away. Honestly, Pinwin, seeing you again in your group, it fills me with hope. I thought we were done for down here, but I think that you guys might have it.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Your song, I don't know. I think it should go a little bit more like this. I'm gonna take out my lute and try to outplay him.
So you play for a little bit, and he's just like, I love the variation in the melody. See, that's why you're the best, Pinwin. That is why, that's just something that you just have that natural spark. You can just improvise like that. I wish that I had that ability. And then he's gonna.
I look over.
Go ahead.
I look over my shoulder. I'm no music doctor, but I bet those instruments would sound really nice together.
Never.
I don't think I could compete with that sort of ability. As nice as that sentiment is, perhaps someday I can somehow, draw in the raw talent, and maybe after thousands of years of practice I would be able to perform as well as Pinwin. But for now I will just keep it to my dreams.
Wow, that's a really nice thing to say to Pinwin.
Well, I think Pinwin deserves it. Pinwin is... you have all travelled with Pinwin quite a bit. Don't you imagine that Pinwin is probably top tier, best of the breed?
Well, I would say that the lute and the trombone are different instruments.
It's a complex instrument, that's for sure. I've never given it much thought, really, but I suppose Pinwin is pretty good for a looter.
Whatever you want, Tomar.
Tromboner, looter,
and you're keen
Gorbel,
listener.
Shamer. Thank you. Yeah. Again, never really cared at all about music. Not my thing.
Till I met you.
But now I'm starting to get this. I'm starting to understand.
Silver Song's gonna look over at you, Willem. By coincidence, have you ever had of stoned herb? He sees you like rolling the cigarette up.
Well, it's actually been a while, but I did manage to dabble in some of that a couple years back.
Well, I know it's quite hard to come by, and I know it isn't much of a consolation, but I've got... And he holds up his hand, he like reaches into his robe and holds out his hand, and he's got two like little rolled up, little smokables there. and he gives them
cigarettes.
Yeah. He gives them to you, and he's like, as way of thank you for getting us out of this situation, I'd like to offer these to you. They're quite a good variety.
Oh, well, that's very generous of you. I tell you what, though, we haven't really gotten you out of anything just yet.
I trust that you will. You have Pinwin here. I think anything is possible.
I shoot a grin at Pinwin. I tell him,
I think they will. I have Pinwin.
I tell you what, I'll take half payment. I'll take half up front, and when we get you to safety, how about you have the other one, and we'll share.
Oh, that would be
when
quite
we get to
nice.
safety.
I think I would quite enjoy that. That cheerio. I appreciate that. And he hands you the one.
Oh, thanks very much, man.
And he stuffs the other one in his robe.
Nice.
And he looks at Gorbel. You're quiet.
That's what she's known for.
Are you a bard as well? You've got a look of a bard about you. Wait, are you Gorbel the Adorable?
Yes.
What? Well, I feel quite gobsmacked. I can't believe that I've met two brilliant bards on one day. One I know and one new friend.
Yep. Tomar, how's that door coming?
It's going to take at least 20 minutes.
So he'll have time to get 2 more sentences in.
If you guys can easily contribute some fire. I know I've seen you guys both, like you and Willem, both cast fire magic before. So if you want to speed it up.
Well, you're going to have to stand back.
I'm crouched. You're taller than me.
Well,
In fact, it might be easier if you did the upper
then
part.
protect your
because
eyes or something. This is going to be big.
My eyes are fine. I'm a dwarf. I was made in the
You are
forest.
so fucking cocky.
I finished rolling the cigarette that I had set out to roll from the beginning and put it in my mouth, and I walk over to the wall and I cast bonfire. and then I hold my hair back and I lean into the flames a little bit to light the cigarette.
Nice.
Cool guy shit.
Like I describe it like it's cool, but really it looks like Joe Dirt.
And really your hair is on fire.
Or it wasn't on fire, but then the front catches on fire and then I look like Joe Dirt. Like when he's manning the carnival rides.
I cast Firebolt.
On like a section of the wall?
On Willem.
Okay, so you cast Firebolt, Willem casts Create Bonfire, Tomar is doing Control Flames, and then Pinwin, you're still just like trying to...
I'm like, good job, guys. It looks awesome. You're getting it. You're 3/4 of the way done.
And eventually, after just a few more minutes, you hear like this on the other side, as if something has been released.
Gorbel, do you want to kick it? Do you want to do the honors?
Yep. I love kicking doors.
All right, give me athletics.
Stubs your toe.
How are we
10 damage.
before we kick? How are we protecting the friends of Silversong here in Bronzewall, guy?
Oh, now you care. That's a good question, Pinwin. I don't know. We had to get in somehow. That's why I told them they can kind of go out there and do their thing out there, so they're not right by this door.
None of them are martial. God, they're just like sitting ducks.
What'd you get?
25.
25. All right. So you guys kind of stand back, and Gorbel, how do you do this?
So I want to do that like jump kick.
Okay. Like crane kick.
Yeah.
All right.
But just like a good push forward with my right foot.
All right. So you guys watch as Gorbel does like the jump kick and then pushes the door like super hard, and you guys watch as it falls forward away from you guys, revealing an open passageway.
I think that would have taken a lot less effort.
What do you mean?
It seemed very loose.
We loosened it for
But
you.
yeah, I think
The kick was really cool.
I mean, you
Gorbel.
kick stronger
It was
than...
great.
I think we
It
could have
was
just
great
like
kick.
given it a little shove.
But that looked marvelous.
That's-
That was
yeah,
quite
that was
impressive.
cool.
I'm going to compose
cool.
a song about that.
Yeah,
That's
a good
already
kick,
been
Gorbel.
done.
Good job.
Door Smasher, Gorbel
It
the
has already.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Gorbel the Adore Smasher.
That's best.
Let's go.
Would they be safer with us?
No.
No, absolutely not. Nope.
They're gonna be safer hiding in here. Just sit.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're going right into the thick of the business.
That's true.
We're going in the middle of the stew.
I appreciate your concern, Pinwin, but I think we'll be much better off here, perhaps, unless you would deign to lead us to somewhere more safe.
Silversong, don't listen to the hole guy while you're here. I know there's a guy in the hole you thought needed help. Don't listen to him. And just hide.
Oh, we will.
Can you
We
hide?
will hide quite well and wait for the signal from Tomar Ironfist.
Yeah, the whistle.
Yeah, I just tooted,
You
right?
just give it
They-
one bright little toot.
One bright toot. Okay.
But
One right
before you go, and he lifts up his trombone, and he just like he like
Tomar starts like closing his eyes and raising his hand up.
Pinwin's rolling his eyes.
he plays like a little 5-second melody, and all of you guys receive the benefit of bardic inspiration.
Sweet.
Hey.
Mass bardic inspiration.
God, what a sonorous tune that was. I feel ready to
What
go.
is the addition?
It's gonna be a D12.
Yeah.
Noise.
Maybe
How do we get inspiration again?
we have to do something cool and remember. Seth has to remember it exists.
12.
lovely playing. We might have to call you back for a celebration or something.
Please, you said you have some sort of headquarters, a city. Invite me there at your leisure, and I will play and waive my usual fee. I will do whatever I can to bring the merriment and the enjoyment into the populace of your people as a great thanks.
Amazing.
Yeah, we'll totally do
I
that.
will compose songs about each of you, songs that I will play with my full heart.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah, bye.
Travel well, wolves of Moonreach.
Hide well.
I will try.
What a nice guy. All right, let's go.
Do they hide well?
You guys see them kind of like disperse, and as if they were going to hide.
As we head down the hallway, I'm like, yeah, he was totally nice, right, Willem?
That's a really rad guy.
He is the worst. Did you hear him? Oh, Pinwin, you're so good on the instrument. Pinwin, I'm so glad you're safe.
Yeah, what an asshole.
Yeah.
God, Silver.
Yeah, that
seemed
asshole gave
nice.
me one of the most premium tobacco cigarettes that you can find.
Just weird dude.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. He sucks.
Anyway.
Let's get rid of that toxic environment. Ugh. God, I hate it. Anyway, to the manor?
Yeah, I suppose. Bringing a weird energy to this, Pinwin.
I feel like maybe you need to take a second and get into the right headspace.
I am totally in a fine headspace. I'm not in any kind of bad mood or anything. It's only him.
Dirt kind of
Ew.
like steps forward. I know it was kind of silent during that, but I don't know, he seemed like an all right guy to me. Seemed fairly amiable. I didn't sense any weird bad vibes off of him.
I'm just looking at Dirk and shaking my head.
We could always use more bards for sure, at least to inspire
That
some
bard,
of
though?
to inspire some of our soldiers. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how bards work, but you guys are very effective. So
I need to forget he was here.
I'm very curious about more interactions between Silversong and Pinwin. And he seemed like a genuinely
I'm
cool
not.
dude. So I feel like he might come back again.
I
save
don't
Silver
think
Song
so.
at all costs.
I was thinking
No,
about inviting
I've
him.
heard no one toot quite like him before.
I was kind of inclined to invite him to join the fitness club.
Oh my God, no, you wouldn't.
I could listen.
Willem.
I could listen to that man toot bone all day.
He blows a good bone.
All right, so you guys,
Anyway, about this
you guys
manor.
head down this another tunnel, which is kind of like built out of rough rock, and eventually you guys reach a staircase that leads up. So you head up the staircase and end up in a very large chamber, which has 4 tunnels ahead of you.
Oh fuck! So is this where he was talking about the left turn was?
Could have been.
They built this manor on rough and rock.
Eh.
I feel like we should go left.
Can I check for tracks to be safe?
Sure.
Make sure this is the left path.
Also, you guys have noticed that the entire time you've been traveling, there's a lot of blood, and you've actually encountered a few dead hobgoblins.
Great. That smells like ritual action. Pinwin, be on the lookout for keds. Hobgoblins were keds.
Okay.
I am aware that it's hobgoblin blood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Vial.
scoop a little bit of that into the vial.
You creep.
Okay.
You creep.
Just judging me.
This vial's getting a little full now. Just FYI.
What color is it?
It's
Rainbow.
It's just poo
It's
now.
mostly red.
So at one point it turned kind of a greenish color.
Yep.
So it's
'cause I've
literally
got-
brown now.
I've got the Master's
Ew.
blood, Thundara's blood, some of Lander's blood, And
Man, you are a creep.
my
Your own blood, yeah.
venomous pus blood and
Ooh.
I can't wait
hobgoblin
to see
blood.
what you use
Yeah, so
it
when I
for.
said red, yeah, it's definitely getting like a murky brown.
Okay, like a
I
rust
pick at
color.
I pick at a scab and see what my blood looks like.
It's red.
Disappointed.
Does it stink?
Smell her scab.
No, it just smells like a regular scab.
You know, your standard variety scab scent.
You know,
Tastes the same too.
it smells like pepperoni. It's fine.
That's good, right? It smells like birthday cake.
Bubblegum ice cream.
So yeah, you guys enter this large chamber with the 4 tunnels.
Oh yeah. Did I see any tracks? Do I have to roll survival?
Yes, roll survival.
29.
29. You see a myriad tracks. You can see that there's a lot of activity that has taken place in here. You can see that there are some dead hobgoblins and a couple of dead humans, some dead elves. There was a pretty large scale fight that went on in this chamber.
Okay.
But you do see that a lot of the tracks came from the leftmost tunnel.
Okay, so majority of the tracks are leftmost tunnel, so I do think we should head that route. There are lots of dead people, but hey, it's our line of work, right? Yeah.
Did they all?
it's a living.
It's a lot.
It's mostly hobgoblins.
It's a deading. It's the majority hobgoblins.
Okay. Yeah, this sucks. What do we want to do if we encounter the hobgoblins?
Non-lethal takedowns.
I don't know how to do that.
I thought there weren't very many left. After
Just
You
instead
destroyed
of
that whole
headbutting
city
the
of them.
I
nose
didn't want to
bone,
say it, but yeah.
just headbutt the head bone.
So where are they coming from?
Maybe we can ask one.
That'd be good. Yeah, let's not go straight to attacking for hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins.
Hemoglobin.
For hemoglobins.
All right. Well, let's go. I'm going left.
I do not want to have any more of them on my conscience.
All right, so you head down the left tunnel and you reach another staircase that leads up.
We go up.
You go up and eventually you reach this kind of angled door. It's like a grid metal door. Looks kind of like it's some sort of a service entrance of some kind.
I check the knob handle.
There's like a kind of a locking mechanism, kind of like a slide that has been sealed.
Does it open from this side?
Yep.
Okay. I open it. I try and do it quietly, if possible.
Okay. So give me a sleight of hand.
17.
17. Okay. Yeah, it's fairly quiet. There's a little slight grating sound, but yeah, you're able to make it mostly quiet as it kind of it's a bit of a rusty kind of gate door. So eventually you're able to slowly slide the lock out of place and then open it with a creak.
All right, maybe somebody sneaky should go up first.
Okay,
What up?
I'll sneak up.
Pinwin already started going. Willem, you can go too.
I just flick my cigarette after Pinwin.
So you two exit. Give me perception checks.
Okay.
I'll bring up the rear. You guys just keep going.
33.
19. Sorry,
All right.
17. I don't want to.
33.
Don't want to lie.
Okay, so you guys find yourselves kind of in the sort of a back alley area, kind of a stone make back alley area, and you can see as you exit off in the distance above all of the buildings, you can see these massive green walls that are kind of spaced out as if they've crumbled in some point in time. You have never quite seen anything like this, as none of you have ever been to Bronzewall before, but these are the large bronze walls
So
of
they're all
Bronzewall.
they're like patina and stuff.
Yep, patina
Okay.
India. That was
Looking
exactly the word I was going to use.
Nice.
I was actually researching. I was like, what is that called? But yes, they are patinaed walls off in the distance, and they look massive. The hills that surround the town that you can see from this alleyway are pretty substantial, but these walls are even larger than that. These walls are hundreds of feet tall. And you know vaguely about like the rumors about bronze walls. They had these massive bronze walls at one point. But yeah, seeing them in person is sort of awe-inspiring for both of you. But you are in this back alley, and you can see that off in the distance, down a ways, is a kind of an open area, main street, if you will.
Is it bustling? Is it quiet? Is it too rough?
It is not bustling where you're at. It's pretty quiet in your immediate vicinity, but you can hear off in the distance there's the sound of fighting.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
No, that doesn't. Maybe, should we do a telepathic bond just to be safe before we go into here? Oh, also, guys, there's fighting up ahead, so...
We're not separating, are we? We can just go.
Just in case something happens, I don't know.
I can
if we
scout
have to be
ahead.
really quiet, it might be worthwhile.
I can scout ahead invisibly and let you guys know
That
what
might be
paths
good.
to take.
That might be good.
Oh yeah, you could get up on the rooftops if you wanted to.
Reindeer paws?
Nope. Spider claws.
Spider claws?
All right, guys. Eyes on me.
Who are you including in this? We have a lot of people with us. Mika, how many people can you telepathic bond?
8.
Ooh.
Oh,
okay.
hell yeah.
So one person will be left out of the fucking luau.
Dirk.
Well, I want our runes to be in there.
Okay.
And then who else do we have?
So you've got you 4, Dirk,
Len.
Mirluck,
Othis.
Othis. There's somebody else.
Chester.
Oh yes, Chester. Yep, there you go.
So
Who's
Othis is the non-rune.
Yeah, and Chester's still like very faintly glowing in you guys' vision. It hasn't fully come corporeal.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just include him in it and not Othis.
Okay. No Othis?
Sorry, Othis. I don't know if it would
Nothis.
work on you because of your deadness.
Why you gotta,
I lied to him.
I think. Why do you lie about that?
So yeah, the rest of you are
okay.
connected. And Willem, are you going invisible?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And I would like to spider walk right up onto the nearest rooftop.
You spider walk up to the nearest rooftop and you stand up, and this is a fairly large building that you've walked up to the top of, and you can see kind of the layout of the city itself. And as Dirk had kind of mentioned, Bronzewall is one of the oldest cities in Veldalin. It was forged during the Victory Wars, and it was constructed as the headquarters of the Victory Army, designed by the great Arnold Ravenmore himself. Once revered for its history and prestige, now it is just another ancient city along the Firehawk River. You can see the colossal green structures stabbing upward toward the sky, and you can see the remains of the city's namesake fence towering above even the oldest trees in the area. The sections that remain are the forged bronze towers, the stone wall mostly having crumbled long ago. When Ravenmore built this wall, it was measured at 700 feet and took the famous heroes of the army almost an entire year of nonstop work to construct. Once a beautiful coppery red, hundreds of years of time's passage has tarnished the facade, and now it blends in beautifully with the color of the hills surrounding the countryside. The city itself is quite impressive, and you're taken aback with just how large the remaining towers are, despite how tall the buildings are. Principally designed to keep the city protected from any attack, the current bronze wall kind of spills out, as you can see, past the original borders and into the hills as well. A poor defensive city, but you can imagine it would be a lively one if times were different. You're overwhelmed with the size of the large sections of moss-colored metal, and as you kind of like look around, you can see a massive overgrown archway off in the distance that acts as a portal into the city. And you realize now that it's a lot colder in the shadows of the tower that you're currently in than what you imagine it would be in the rest of the city. In fact, even though it's winter, you can feel like it's even more cold just because sunlight hardly ever touches sections of this city.
Winter plus.
Winter, yeah, winter to the extreme.
Winter squared.
You can. It's midday at the moment, but there's lanterns already lit, and you think that it's probably to combat like the darkness of the shadows. It's truly like no city you've been to before.
Wow, you saw a lot by being on that rooftop.
Yeah, you were kind of drawing from what Dirk had told you, but seeing it in person.
It's like Assassin's Creed when you climb one of those towers and it just shows the whole city around there. Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of a sprawling. It's very sprawling. You've been to Deepminster before, and Deepminster is large, but Deepminster is very like organized and sectioned, and everything is very intentional, whereas this is large and just kind of grows out almost organically into the hills itself. You can see there's buildings that are built up in the side of the hills, kind of sloping back, and the area you're in is generally kind of like a downtown area, and off about maybe a couple thousand feet away from you, you can see that there's definitely some smoke rising, and you can hear the clamor of battle as if people are currently fighting, and you can't see any of the participants, but you can definitely hear it.
He can't see beyond the wall outside the city, can he?
Oh yeah, I should probably mention you can see a large dome of red magical energy kind of encasing the whole area. It's like a very faint red though. It's not blocking out a lot. You can still see through it. It's transparent, but it is very visible.
I was going to ask if he can see any enemy combatants outside the city or armies.
You can't see anything like that. You know that it seems like fairly relegated to inside.
Wow, Willem, that was a great description you just gave us in our heads. I feel like I can see this whole place.
Yeah.
Well done.
Point a boon. You earned it.
Thanks, guys.
Do you see where the manor is?
Off in the distance, you can see the manor itself as well, and it does look like a fortification. It is huge. It's much larger than Deepminster's castle. It is just this massive, just block of what appears to be extremely defensively made structure, and yeah, you can't miss it, as Silversong kind of implied.
Yep, there it is.
We built the city.
All right, just tell us which way to go and we'll follow that way.
You can tell exactly where to go based on where you're at. You know that you can just travel down that main road and it'll go right up there.
Ready for Bronzewall.
Is there a specific route that they would have to take to avoid running into the warring factions?
You can't tell from here. You can't see any of them currently in the path, but you don't see anything for the stretch of time the stretch of distance that you can see. It looks pretty barren.
What if Tomas asks if I see it? Can I see it then?
No, you can't really. Yeah, from this vantage point, there's definitely buildings that are taller, but yeah, from where you're at right now, you can't see any of the combatants.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys just stay on the main road this way, you should hit it. Just be on the lookout. I'll scout ahead and see if I can make sure that you don't run into any battles, so that we don't have to spill any more hobgoblin blood than necessary.
No more, please.
Once we get to the castle, maybe you can see if there's alternate means of ingress.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well,
and I should specify, I said it was winter, but it's not. It's thaw currently, so just after winter, right before spring.
But it's still cold.
It's still cold, yes, but it's warming up.
Also, guys, I know I told you that it's winter right now, and you would probably know in my description, and I know that you would know what season it is. Obviously, I'm drunk, and that cigarette that I rolled wasn't just normal tobacco, evidently. I'm so sorry.
I was just going to let that slide, Willem, but yeah.
I appreciate it. I mean, if it were winter, we could probably go do some sliding down a hill.
Well, time has been weird lately, so...
I did not get to sled at all this year.
Yeah, there was a lot of
it.
Milk, chocolate of the variety that was in a shortage, and it's just been a bad time. And we're in a Dark Souls boss Sing Say, so let's proceed cautiously.
Yeah, I just thought that you meant that it was really cold, abnormally cold for thaw, so it was basically like winter.
Yeah, it's winter in my heart.
Exactly. I still think you described it really well.
I hope we save the world and then I can sled, because I completely forgot about that.
Well, I'm sorry, Pinwin, but it's thaw.
Not all the way thawed.
Maybe next year, or we'll find. We'll go to Avstan.
Where there might be enough time.
Yeah, Avstan. There's got to be snow there.
Yeah,
Slide.
Or you could just find a really wet hill.
Yeah, I have been known to do that with wet hills too, not just the regular grassy ones.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Why are we procrastinating?
So you guys exit the service entrance to this area and out into the alley?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys go into the main road?
Yes.
Okay. You guys pop out into the main road and you can see it's pretty barren. There's a lot of overturned carts and it's a mess out there. It looks like people were fleeing. There's a lot of just broken wooden pieces kind of strewn throughout. There were definitely something bad happened here, and there's some smoldering buildings.
I'd like to stay streets ahead to make sure I can scout for these guys and steer them in the right direction.
Okay, give me a perception check, at advantage, and then we'll use that as your rolling perception as you travel forward.
26.
26. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, you're heading up ahead and you're kind of mapping it out. Willem, you can see that probably at this point about 1,000 feet ahead, you can see that there are some hobgoblins in the street, and they seem to be fighting with some of the some members of the populace here. You don't recognize any of the people they're fighting with. They just look like regular citizens that have either obtained or have had some weapons to fight them off, but the citizens themselves seem to be doing not a great job. These hobgoblins seem fairly efficient at what they're doing.
That makes me sad. If we continue down this same path, they're going to run into them?
Correct.
Can I redirect them?
The wolves?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see that there are a few alleyways that kind of lead around that area, and from where you can see, yeah, it's a decent sized force of hobgoblins. There's probably 30 or 40 of them there, and the civilians, there's probably maybe 15 that are trying to hold back the onslaught. But yeah, you can see that there is a route through alleyways that you could lead them around, but then still connect up a ways back onto the main road.
Okay. I think back to them. Guys, up ahead, there's a skirmish. If you want to take a left and try and stay as low as possible, there's a bunch of carts that I think you guys could probably skirt behind and take an alleyway. If you keep going that way, and then eventually it'll curve off to the right, and you'll get back on the same path again.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Oracle.
If we
Copy
can
that.
find a lone hobgoblin, it'd be good to question them.
How many hobgoblins did you spot, Willem?
No less than 15, no more than 637.
Can you be slightly more specific?
Recalculating.
How many did
32.
he see? How many did he actually see fighting those people?
Between 30 and 40.
Oh, so it's like a large group.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we'll try and find some one-off hobs if we can. But yeah, let's proceed.
So I need somebody to roll perception, and then the rest of you guys to roll
I'll
a
do it.
stealth. Okay.
I will roll perception. Do not.
I'll
The
roll
invisible
stealth.
Spider-Man will roll stealth.
Sorry, everybody but Willem.
What did you want us to roll?
Stealth.
I wasted a 20 on that joke roll.
26.
Oh, thank God. Okay, and still. Oh my God. Sometimes it just doesn't let
16.
you scroll down. 29.
Can I assist with the perceiving?
Yeah, you can help. So you'll have advantage now, Tomar,
Okay.
with your perception.
29.
29.
26.
And stealth.
Okay, so you see exactly where the alleyway is that Willem was pointing out, and then you can see as it kind of loops around, you guys follow it, and you're all very stealthy, and you can see that as you get kind of closer to the main road, because the alleyway kind of meanders in kind of like a serpentine path through these buildings, there are sections that you might be visible, but Tomar, you see some carts, and you're able to kind of like get everybody to a spot, and then they're able to sneakily move along without being seen as you guys pass this skirmish, and eventually you get maybe like 500 feet ahead of the skirmish. You guys feel comfortable that you would be able to get back in the main road while still moving kind of stealthily.
Just so we're clear, right? We know we could just totally kick their asses if we had to.
What?
Yeah, but we don't want to spill any more
I know. I
hobgoblin blood.
don't want these other runes thinking we're scared or something.
They can hear us.
Yeah, you got it, man. Tomar's weird, toxic masculinity popping in at random times.
Yeah, it'll happen occasionally. You got it, babe.
Like, I get it. You don't like light beer. You only drink Coors Banquet. It's so heavy.
So yeah, Willem, what was your rolling perception? Was it 26?
9.
29?
Tomar's was 26.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, so Willem, as you kind of watch your friends route their way back to the main road, you hear like a sound. Give me a dexterity save.
You got it, dog.
Is it those
That's the most
ninjas?
menacing of sounds.
Those fast ninja people?
I mean, Indiana Jones does not like that sound.
I still have not seen that.
Ah,
Sorry.
not you. My roll.
Oh, boo. Wait, you have the D12.
I do.
Roll a d12, my friend.
That
Was that metagaming?
That beautiful boner song.
No.
That's reminding.
No.
You have got to be shitting me.
No. Is it a 1?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, Billy.
Billy, what are you doing over there, man?
What's your total?
14. Okay.
A dex save for a rogue.
Wait, do you get advantage?
You do not have advantage on this.
Well, evasion. Well, I guess. I don't remember how evasion works, but most dex saves don't rogues have advantage on them?
What's your favorite?
Let's see.
When you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw and only half damage if you fail.
Gotcha.
Per evasion.
Well, that's good to know.
But I also have alert. I gain a +5 bonus to initiative. You can't be surprised while you're conscious, and other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being unseen by you. So, no, nothing passively improving my odds, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Did I not succeed?
You did not succeed. A dagger rakes across your back.
How do I see
Willem.
Yeah, how the fuck?
We'll get to that.
Ooh, it's ninjas.
You do have
It's
uncanny
the
dodge, though, which
ninjas.
halves the damage. Is that what you were saying? Or were you
No,
talking
He's
about the area
getting
of
half
effect?
damage.
I was reading evasion.
Okay, yeah, uncanny dodge lets you take half damage from direct attacks as your reaction. So,
Yes,
yeah.
that is also true. So
That's also
I
true.
Also true.
half. So
I don't think they stack though. Maybe they do.
Well, I mean, uncanny
hard.
dodge is a reaction, but I
That's
guess
true.
I would have to have seen them to be able to utilize uncanny dodge as a reaction.
That's true.
I'm guessing that I did not see them.
Correct.
yeah.
As a dagger slashes across your back, raking across, you take 16 points of slashing damage across your back as you feel a dagger blade kind of slice along the back area, and you kind of wheeled around, and you can see that there are 2 individuals standing right behind you, Willem. One is a hooded individual whose face you cannot see, and another is a black armored specter that you've encountered before. These incredibly quick moving agents that belong to some nefarious person, of which the origin you have not yet discerned. But they're both standing there, and you can see that the one robed individual has a gnarled, dehydrated, dead-looking hand with one finger pointing in your exact direction. Roll initiative.
Guys, we've got company.
No.
He's just rolling initiative?
Just him.
Okay.
You guys are very far away from him.
Yikes.
Wait, are you okay?
I'm being attacked. There's 2 of them.
What do they
And
look like?
Wait, how can they see you?
How can they see you?
I don't know, but
Well,
they,
now you are
they
visible as you
they
have been
slashed
attacked.
me. Yeah. They slashed me though. There's 2 of them. One's got black armor. Then another one looks like a dried up prune in a hood.
Ew.
Shit, coming your way.
Hold tight.
Someone want to
initiative
ride
roll.
up with me?
Yeah, we should do it kind of sneakily, though, right?
I mean, it doesn't seem to matter.
Oh. I mean,
24 for
but
initiative.
If they're
24? Okay.
preoccupied, maybe.
All right. So Willem, not about to be outdone by their sneak attack, you get the drop on them now, and your instant instinct is to move. So what do you want to do?
Are they standing right next to each other?
Yes.
How much room do we have on the roof?
You've got a decent amount of room, probably about 40 feet.
Okay, like square feet?
Yeah, but you're at an angle as well, so it might be slightly difficult terrain. Well, not for you. Not for you. Never mind.
Okay, I'm on the higher ground.
You're on the lower ground.
Oh.
They're like at the top of the roof here.
I would like to circumvent the roof and kind of go around them so that we're kind of on even footing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're gonna kind of sloop around and come up, and kind of sneak up on them.
Yeah.
All right.
And as I do so, can I draw my weapons?
Yeah, you absolutely
I'd like to draw a dagger and in one hand and Karikianj in the other.
All right.
Or sorry,
Okay.
my warp dagger in one hand and Karikianj in the other.
Okay.
Specifically.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to have Gorbel hop onto my back, and then I'm going to grab Pinwin by his like collar and like just start flying up towards that building.
Wait, should I just run?
He's up high, Gorbel. Are you going to run up the building?
We could.
Maybe I will. I don't know.
You guys can't run up the building.
Excuse me, I ran up a building that one time.
Willem's going to die.
We have to hurry.
Let's go save him.
We should try to sneak up on him, though.
I'm just going to fly holding Pinwin as he's like wriggling around.
But we should sneak up on him.
I koala climb onto Tomar.
Oh,
and
are you
I'm
on
just
the
like,
front?
No, I'm on your hip, kind of like
Okay.
on the side.
Koala claw into
She's
the
like sitting on
chinks of the armor.
my arm.
So Willem, you would have been able to travel that within your normal speed. So you still have an attack that you can do.
Oh, sweet. I would like to hurl the warp dagger at the gnarled figure.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
All right. Please. Yes! 31.
31 hits.
Excellent.
Does not it? Oh, okay, run.
Oh, shit. I run.
I throw the warp dagger in the opposite direction.
Like, no. 11 damage. And
Okay.
if it did stick, I would like to warp to that position, please.
It did stick. So you're right there.
Excellent. I would like to use action surge, please.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So action surge, and I swing Karikianj.
All right.
You got extra attack anyway, though, right?
Yeah, you would
Because
have.
you got
have
the
two
5
attacks.
levels of fighter, so you can just whap him.
Do you still want to burn that action surge?
No.
Okay,
Well, I
that's
mean,
fine.
you could hit him like 3 times instead.
Well, that I would like to do that next. Yes. But as of right now, I would like to just use extra attack. So,
Okay.
Warp dagger, have him there, and I'm gonna do like an upward slash across the
Fuck
body.
yeah. This is cool.
Gotcha.
And 24 to hit with Karikianj.
That hits.
Sick, nasty. 14 damage with Karikianj.
Okay.
And then action surge at that point. And how close is the black armored figure?
Within 5 feet.
Sweet. I would like to use the momentum of the upward slash to pull me around and come down and slash downward at the armored figure with Karikianj.
All right, roll attack.
All right.
Man, you should have been a melee rogue this whole time.
What did you get? Sorry.
18.
18. 18 hits.
Yes. And that's another 14 damage from Karikianj on the
Nice.
black armored figure.
And then Karikianj, are there any special? I can't remember what I put on there.
Let me take a look here.
I think it has Spear Guardians in it.
Yes. And it's slashing damage, of course.
Okay, gotcha.
And once per day I can cast Spirit Guardians with this weapon without requiring a spell slot or a spell component.
Okay, so yeah, you fucking fly in there with the warp dagger, slash, upward slash, and they have no idea what just happened. It seems like they kind of stumble a little bit, but then the black armored quick individual turns to you, has another dagger in its hand, and goes after you.
Bring it, bitch.
What's your AC?
17.
17. This hits. So the first dagger slashes at you, and it does 26 damage to you. The second dagger comes up. Oh, sorry, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say, all right, I'll have that with Uncanny Dodge.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, and go ahead. He's going to attack again.
Yep, going to attack again.
You fucker.
And this one does not hit you. So the second one kind of goes wide and misses you, just hitting air. Now the hooded individual will turn on you. I'm going to need a wisdom save.
Okay. 19.
19. Luckily, you save as the individual holds a glowing hand out towards you. And you watch as there's a bright flash of light, and you turn your head to the side just as it happens, and nothing seems to affect you in this moment. You guys are now up in the air, the rest of you. You can see Willem battling these two individuals on the roof.
Fly faster!
I'm trying, you're heavy.
Do you think we can sneak up?
I'll try and throw Pinwin like further back on the roof when we get closer to it so he can come up from behind. But,
but you guys are now about 100 feet away from the roof.
Okay. Well, I can go 60 feet.
Is there a gutter I can climb up?
I'll take my whole action, actually. I'll take my whole action to get onto the roof, drop Pinwin off, and then get closer to the guys. Gorbel can hop off if she wants, but I'm going to get right up next to them as close as I can.
I stay on.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I don't.
All right, so you guys drop on
I jump off
on the roof there. Okay, so you guys are you guys are roughly like 30 feet away from the action of combat here. Willem, it is now your turn again. You guys can go ahead and roll initiative if you like.
Absolutely.
I will do that.
All right. Are there any structures on this roof, like something that's popping up? It's not just like straight sloped.
It's sloped, but there is a chimney off on one side.
Okay.
13.
Not really near. 13?
Yep.
I got 13 as well.
Okay. Okay. So it'll be Gorbel, then Tomar.
Do I see them coming up?
Yeah, you'd be able to see them land.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So seeing them, I know that I can probably back off a little bit and be more support at a distance.
Okay.
So I would like to use my action to, what am I looking for? Disengage.
Okay. Gotcha.
And put as much distance between them and myself as I can.
Okay. Gotcha. So you can get about 35 feet away. 30. What is your moving speed?
30 feet. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you could get all the way to the edge of the roof, which would be about 40 feet.
Okay. So I disengage. I get the 30 feet. I would then like to use, I'm assuming, sheathing my weapons and taking out my spider bow. Would that eat up, like...
I think it's a free action in 5e. I think you used to need to do quick draw for that. Yeah,
you used to have to draw your weapons. But yeah, I've been using it as kind of like a free action, so...
Okay, so I'd like to sheath my warp dagger and Karikianj and wield my spider bow.
Okay.
Tight.
And I'm just going to get ready for the next round. But at this point, I would like to use Second Wind.
Okay.
And... essentially, it's a bonus action to give me a little bit of HP back. Okay. So I'm just gonna sheath my weapons, take my spider bow out, and I'm just gonna kind of recenter myself and just and get ready for the next round.
Okay. Pinwin, it is your turn.
Did the things see me? The ninjas?
You don't know. They seem occupied with Willem.
Good. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark, and then I'll just choose one of the people. Well, can I see them? I guess.
Yes, you can see them.
Okay, just checking. Okay, yeah, then I'll just choose one of them attacking Willem, and then.
Do you want the guy in the armor or the guy in the robes?
Let's do robes guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I will go ahead and take out my Uthbow, and I'm just gonna fire.
Okay, so go ahead and roll attack.
Okay. 23.
23?
Yeah.
Okay, that hits.
Yay! Okay. Oh, was that supposed to be advantage? Is it all? Or no, only when it's...
If you have Hunter's Mark on it, isn't that advantage?
Yeah. Let me make sure it's not 20. It's not. Okay. 28, same difference. Okay, so that would be 12 damage plus Hunter's Mark. Okay, so I had 12 damage plus 4, so 16 damage.
16 damage. All right. You watch as the hooded figure doesn't say anything, but kind of staggers as you hit it with an arrow.
Then can I try to is there anywhere to take cover at all?
Not really. There's a chimney that's like a ways away from you, but
I probably couldn't get there in one turn.
You could, I guess.
Okay, I might try to sneak and try to hide behind that chimney, see if I can slink back in the shadows a little bit.
Give me stealth.
Okay. 20 even.
Okay, you dirty 20. You are able to hide behind the chimney. Gorbel.
Yeah.
You say one of them is in armor?
Correct.
Metal armor?
It looks like it, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cast heat metal
Okay.
on that individual.
You have to touch to cast that, right?
No.
Oh.
60 feet.
Okay, nice.
Get him. Melt him.
Okay, so that is 12
To hit?
12 damage.
Okay, so 12 damage. Mm-hmm. All right. So, Gorbel, you actually watch as when you cast that. So how does it look when you cast it?
I think I put both hands out and kind of make them radiate a little bit.
All right, and you watch as the black armor gets red hot, and almost as if there was a particular weakness to it. It seems as though this burns a lot more than you originally anticipated, and suddenly you hear and the creature collapses in a pile of ash.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Well, I was gonna say he has disadvantage on attack rolls because of that, but I guess he still does.
Fuck
All right,
you,
Tomar.
You just fucked with the wrong dwarves. And I'm gonna fly toward the hooded guy, and I'm gonna whap him with Searing Smite.
Okay.
You whap him.
That's gonna be 24.
That hits.
Okay, so here we go. 26 damage, 13 of it fire as I
13
come up
is
and
fire?
swing on him. Yep.
All right.
Okay, so that you realize that does a lot more than you anticipated here, and as you swap him, and this creature also dissolves into a silent pile of ash.
Wow. That's weird.
I feel
Nice
like
job,
they're
guys.
not actually done for.
Yeah, I don't know. This is weird.
Give me a perception check, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, that checks out.
Wow.
Yeah.
19.
14.
13.
Okay, all of you see this as a shadow darkens the sky above you, and you guys watch as what appears to be a small lizard, a flying lizard, some maybe something related to a dragon, you're not sure, but it's a much smaller version of a dragon, swoops out of the sky with a roar, flying right at you, and you can see that in its mouth it seems to be gathering energy for what appears to be some sort of blue attack. Some sort of magical blue energy is in its mouth, and there seems to be mist kind of gathering around as if some extreme cold is coming out of the open maw. And go ahead.
When you say small, I immediately thought like Mushu from Mulan.
No, smaller than a dragon, but still pretty large. Sorry, I should have probably said that. Like maybe like 10, 15 feet in length, but still quite substantial.
Gotcha.
And it comes swooping in, gathering magical energy in its mouth as it's swooping at you guys on the roof. And suddenly another shape darts across the roofs, and you hear like a and the head of the dragon creature flops off as if completely sheared and plops onto the roof, and the body nosedives off out of your line of vision and into the streets below with a loud crash, and a large form lands on the roof, and you guys see a shimmering iridescent coat as a large wolf with a motley of multicolored fur stares at you. You're looking at a slightly familiar iridescent wolf. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Is it the baby all grown up?
Oh, shit. Iridescent wolf.
I think that's one
You
of our
don't remember
runes.
the iridescent wolf.
Duh. Okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
God.
Took me
The
a
giant talkie wolf.
Wow.
Yes.
Sick.
Sick nasty.
All right. So why do you guys deserve 5 points of boon?
Being badasses.
I mean, yeah.
Trying to
Doing
get
some
along
fights.
with the NPCs.
Trying to not get along with Silver Song. That was hard.
That was fantastic.
What else?
Tolerating
using
that
fire
slow talking
to
bullshit.
win everything.
Yep. All right, yeah, you guys get 5 points of boon.
Yay!
It's a soft sell, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah!
All right, now it's time for tonight's MVPC.
Yeah!
The most valuable player character. I want you guys to tell me who deserves an additional 5 points of boon. Now, for the audience's benefit, Willem is 1, Tomar is 2, Pinwin is 3, and Gorbel is 4. On the count of 3, I'll have you guys hold up the number of corresponding fingers indicating the person you would like to receive these additional 5 points of boon. I'll now take a minute and decide, and then we will vote.
Ready.
Everybody ready? Mm-hmm. All right. 1, 2, 3, vote. Okay. You got 3 fingers up there, Tomar?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We've got 2 votes for Pinwin and 2 votes for Willem.
Whee!
Willem, why'd you vote for Pinwin?
I loved sassy shade throwing Pinwin. And I'm very excited that there's like a foil for Pinwin's like happy-go-luckiness, and that it sounds like Del Preston from Wayne's World 2. Yeah, I'm just really excited about more of that.
You were really gazing that shade, weren't you, Willem?
I was gazing upon that shade.
Nice. Tomar, why'd you vote for Pinwin?
Same. Being salty for the first time was really funny. And so undeserving, because that dude was nothing but nice to me. Yeah, I liked that.
Very cool. Pinwin, why'd you vote for Willem?
Because he went ahead and went invisible and got attacked, but held his own. So he was doing good. And yeah.
That was really cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. Tomar is a
nice.
little sad that he doesn't have another Bash brother to go up into the melee with.
Gorbel, why'd you vote for Willem?
Same reason. I thought it was really cool that he was able to kind of hold them off and be a super badass while we made our way over there.
Yeah, I like the imagery of him
Yeah,
running around the side of the roof
And then
to
throwing the warp dagger and then just like weaving
Slashing
around.
them both,
Yeah. Very
No, that's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Do that more. Bows are
You want these boon? Do that.
All right, so that means tonight's MVPCs are Pinwin Dingleroot and Willem Shadegazer. Take your 3 points of boon and consider investing it in the fitness club. Curl it.
You like fitness, huh?
Yay.
Fitness 3 boon into my character sheet.
There you go. I was like, yeah, you know the rest of the joke.
All right. Well, that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. Once again, just a reminder, our Discord is now open for business. If you'd like to hang out with us and interact with both us and the other fans of the podcast, check out our Discord, which you can find the link in our episode description or on any of our social media platforms and our website. I promise if you search for it, you'll be able to find it, but the easiest way is just to peep the details below the episode where you're currently listening, and you should see the link. We'd also like to thank Daylon B for that awesome review. Thanks for listening to us and feeling compelled enough to let us know how you feel. We really appreciate that, and hopefully you continue to listen and enjoy, and your small town of 400 people.
I've got another thing.
On board. Go ahead.
One of our top tier patrons, he's at the Marshall tier, Trevocalypse. He has a Twitch, and I wanted to just shout that out too because he just got an affiliate with that. So if you guys are keen on Twitch, go check out Trevocalypse and then give him a bodega in chat so you know that he knows that we know that you know that he knows. And so
yes.
Wait, but they don't know that we know that they know that we know.
Right.
What will we have the link to Trevocalypse's Twitch in our episode description?
I can throw it in, I guess. Yeah. But
I think that'd probably be the easiest way.
If not, then you just search Trevocalypse and you should find him there too. I think he does like karaoke and shit too.
Yeah. So he's a multifaceted individual there on Twitch. So definitely check him out. He's an awesome dude and great contributor to our discussions in the Discord chat. Thanks to Chad Piper for that awesome intro song. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. And thanks to all of you listeners. Once again, if you would consider rating us on iTunes or wherever you get podcasts, we'd really appreciate that. Consider a 5-star rating if you're enjoying what you hear. Also, we have a Patreon and we just updated our tiers, as you heard earlier. There's a ton of options. There's a ton of cool shit that you can get involved with. And like even a swag bag. There's even the ability to design an NPC and encounters for this lovable goof troop to interact with. So check out our Patreon at patreon.com/D20_syndicate and consider making us warlocks, as you will be our patron. That's it for tonight, folks. I am your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. See you later, you filthy animals.
Oh, bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Being warm would make it less.
When I have warm things, it makes me sleepy.
Have you tried warm coffee?
I did.
And she passed out
while driving.
Scalded herself.
Caffeine and my body are just like caffeine doesn't really do anything. Yeah.
Are you opening a White Claw already?
Yeah.
New Year's. No, this was just the only thing left. So
my New Year's resolution is to drink daily. They did prescribe me a pill, Linzess, which is so close to my name. But I like that.
Put a little zest in your lens.
We had a generic one too that's $300 cheaper, but this is funnier.
You understand.
You're paying for the
God
label.
is a Simpsons writer.
I don't show up on the tracks.
Oh.
You don't edit.
That's all right. Fair.
Yeah, Mika's always quieter than you.
All right.
Like she could be full out yelling, and then she'll be quieter than you. So
He's bitching about me yelling over
I'm not
here.
bitching. I'm just saying.
He looked at me like I should be ashamed. Like, you are yelling.
the guy that's like the guy that's normally like, welcome to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Wait,
You know, maybe frame of reference.
Khaled.
Yeah.
Unless if we want to do it during the break and then
That's not a break.
record it before the second episode.
That goes against union law.
Thank you, Billy. You are my child voice when teachers would assign homework over Christmas break, and I'd be like, isn't that against some kind of law?
That's not a break. I get enough of that shit at work when they're like, hey, there's an update to the system. There's a PowerPoint presentation. Please review it on your break. And I'm just like, that's not a break.
Guess who's not reviewing the PowerPoint?
I used to be the kid in school, not high school. I definitely gave up by then, but I was the kid in like elementary school that got my homework done in class because I was so excited to do homework.
What happened to you?
I don't know.
you were excited.
Got it all out of your system early?
Evidently.
I just got too smart and realized the world was too stupid. And there was no point.
I've perpetually and consistently just been a lazy piece of shit my entire life.
I don't think I've ever done homework.
I've never flippy floppied.
A statement that will surprise no one.
Yeah, I liked elementary school, but once
I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't like any school.
Oh,
I liked all school except college.
I started preschool and I was just like, every day I was like,
This shit again. Playing with blocks. Ah, god damn it.
Fuck your Lincoln Logs, Larry.
Yeah, I always
needed
enjoyed
Adderall.
school, but I didn't like the homework or
Yeah.
the anything. I just like the socialization
Exactly.
aspect of it. I was always like, yeah, I'm thinking hang out with my friends all day.
That's
get in
all
trouble.
school was to me. Yeah, it was just hanging out with friends. Like, aw, shit.
Oh, I think I just completed the puzzle. I liked school because I didn't have much friends. But then as I started
Many
socializing with people, then I stopped doing schoolwork. Yeah.
Congratulations, and
You're
you're
welcome.
Gratis. You're welcome for ruining your life.
Yeah, it sucked. You guys definitely set it back a little bit.
Yep. So I never did bad in school. I never had like bad grade. I had one semester, freshman year of high school, where it was like a system shock of like, oh, you now have to put at least like a little bit of effort in, because I've always been terrible at math, and I got like a D the first semester of freshman year in whatever math class.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was weird because my math teacher was like this weird cowboy rodeo, like no nonsense. Yes. Yeah. But I respected the guy. Like he was a cool dude.
Yeah, he was a Marine that rode bulls for fun
Didn't he
on the
get kicked in
weekend.
the face by a horse or something?
He got headbutted, but he was on a bull. He was riding or whatever they do. I can't remember.
Or whatever they do.
Bronco.
Dance
I guess
with
it's a
him?
horse.
Yeah.
But he got headbutted backwards, and it like broke his nose and like crunched his eye socket. But he still came to work.
Yeah, like
So
the
he had,
whole
like,
semester, he looked
Yeah.
like a horrible plastic surgery failure.
a Picasso.
Yeah.
He
But
looked
it was
like
such
a
a badass
Frankenstein's
story.
monster.
He's like, yeah, I got headbutted by a horse or a bull or something. I was just like, holy fucking shit, dude.
Yeah, it's like, okay, who here are you trying to fuck? Like, it's happening now.
Well, he's
Didn't he
fucking
end up-
somebody.
Yeah,
like,
I think he
like he's
ended
in
up
the
with
fucking
somebody.
teacher's lounge, just like, yeah, I got fucked up by a horse this weekend. You know,
You
it
should
was
see the
no
other
big
guy.
deal.
you should
See
see
the horse. It's
You
dead.
should see the equestrian piece of shit glue factory motherfucker now. No. But yeah, no, he was super cool. And he had like a come to Jesus talk with me. He was like, look, I don't think that you're like a bad kid or anything, but I don't know what you're doing. You're hanging out with these other people. You're talking to them.
I heard about that Seth McDuffie character.
Oh yeah, he was not a fan of me at all.
It was these 3 older girls that were in the class that were obviously there, like they were older and they were in grades above me, and they clearly had failed several times. But I got stuck sitting in the back of the class with them, and all they wanted to do was fuck around and talk about bullshit. And so I was like, girls are talking to me?
What's up, math?
Girls? Yeah. But then after that, I was like, okay, I should probably get my shit together like a little bit.
Yeah, Mr. Burkholder, like he stopped passing things back to me because he'd always go to the front of the column and he'd count how many people were in the row, and he would just hand that.
Well,
that many.
he was a math guy.
Yeah, and I was always
the
sitting
numbers.
at the back. Yeah, I was always sitting at the very end, and I was just always just like writing stories and shit, and my spotter drawing pictures, and eventually I noticed that I just stopped getting like assignments handed to me.
It's like, I'm not going to waste the trees on you, McDuffie.
Yeah. I was just like, all right, that's fair. He understands that I'm here for not the right reasons.
Message received, sir.
I'm only here because I have to be.
You got excommunicadoed.
This is the first show where you guys can get spoil it for me if you want to.
Don't worry, I won't.
You won't
Thanks.
remember anyway.
I don't ever mean to spoil things. I just get really excited when it's relevant.
I mean, most people,
in my life,
most
and then I'm
bad
like,
people don't know they're being bad. They're just bad people.
Are we the baddies?
I realized it was a very big problem when I ruined Sixth Sense for Grace.
Damn.
I forgot, and then what did I say?
I don't remember, but
I mean, that's
on
like,
her
wasn't he
for not
dead or
watching
something like
it.
that?
That's on her for not being born at the appropriate time.
you ruined Silence of the Lambs, though,
Oh, that was the one.
because you mentioned him getting
That
away.
was the one. That was wasn't he dead or something? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I fucked up. That was bad.
Like,
I
during
felt
the-
very bad about that.
It was, like the most tumultuous part of the movie where he does the grand escape
part that
thing.
makes really good. and
Like
stuff.
right before it all starts popping off, she says something like, "Doesn't he escape though? I didn't think he died here because his body was on the fucking elevator." And I just look over at Lindsey like,
Cool.
I wish I remembered more things, so then I didn't question my brain.
I mean, it sounds like you're remembering that.
So maybe it's the confidence in my memory.
it's this thing
I don't
attached to your face that opens
That-
and closes.
That's the one.
That's the problem, I think.
You know, that is part of it. I was trying to like keep it light though, because it was a cannibalism movie, and Grace is like a kid. And I was like,
feel like
well,
keep it light
keep it
by-
light, make
By
some
assuring
jokes.
her that the cannibal escapes.
Touche. Man.
That's good.
God, I'm so jealous of your overpowering laugh.
I'm not.
And I'm here like I can't even get a sound out.
Save us, Seth. Save us now.
We're getting sued, right?
Yes. By
Serious
someone.
question. Does anybody else get really sweaty during D&D sessions?
Oh,
My hands do.
Sometimes.
My hands are always sweaty.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm like, I'm always cold to begin with, and then I'm just like a puddle afterwards.
it's like
Yeah.
hockey.
Well, I mean, you've got like
everyone
a
knows.
cardigan. Yeah. Went to a hockey game last year. Was that last year? That was last year, right?
Who are you?
Yeah.
February? Oh, you guys went. Okay.
Man, that was a fucking wild night too.
That was fun.
That was so wild. Thank you for being like weird, like night Sherpas. Like, none of that would have happened if we hadn't run into you guys.
Yes,
God,
we are.
that was insane.
We're adventure night people.
Yeah, it's weird. We always run into like weird situations, and I think it's because we just pursue them. Like they happen. We're like, let's see where this fucking rabbit hole goes.
It's just that Jim Carrey movie, Yes Ma'am, where you're, Yes
wasn't-
Man, where you're just like, yep.
I feel like you manipulated that situation. You spent like, you
Teensy bit.
invested 45 minutes into
Teensy bit.
hanging out with those dudes.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean,
You got to put the work in.
They talked to me, and then I was like, okay, all right. So I was outside smoking a cigarette at the hockey game, and these dudes were like all like these chuckleheads were like joking around and stuff like that. And I saw that one of the guys had a Cedar Ridge cap on, and I was like, if they talk to me, I'll mention that I used to work at Cedar Ridge. And sure enough, the one guy comes over to me. He's like, hey man, can I get a light? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I gave him a light, and he's like talking. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, you here by yourself, man? And I was like, nah, I'm just outside, you know,
Are you trying to pick me up?
I'm just outside smoking. My friends are inside.
Harvest my organs.
And they were talking about beer, and they had brought beer out, and I was like, I don't think you can do that, but I'm here to party. And they're like, you want a beer? And I was like, yeah. And then they were talking about whiskey, and then I got like kind of pulled into the conversation. I was like, oh yeah, I used to work at Cedar Ridge, and it started talking about the dude is like a distributor, and then it was like this big huge thing, and they were talking about how they're gonna like they all worked for like big distribution for Hy-Vee, and they were gonna meet up with Mark Wahlberg later because he was doing something with them. And I was like, oh, that is now my number one thing that I'm going to make happen tonight is hanging out with these dudes. And so we were all bro it out. We come back in, and I don't know how it looked from you guys' perspective, but I was just walking in with all these dudes all of a sudden, and I was like, hey, we're gonna go into their VIP box and we're gonna drink with them. And then we started doing we were like shotgunning beers in there, and then they kept inviting us to go to the strip club.
With fake names.
Yeah, inviting us to go to the strip club to meet up with Mark Wahlberg because that's where he wanted to meet them.
Oh my god. Okay, there were like 3 sober dudes there who looked completely unamused with all of these shenanigans, and I am pretty sure those are the only people who are going to meet up with Mark Wahlberg. They were not letting those other dudes around.
And then we ghosted them. We're like, we got to go let our dog out, and then we will be right there. And they were like, oh, you promise? You promise? I was like, yeah, man, we're gonna be there. We never came back.
Oh man,
we just went home and went to bed.
Imagine what could have happened.
You have to know when to end it.
At a strip club.
That would have been just a great cap.
It would have been
evening.
Donnie, I'm sure.
But yeah, it was just like we were already like getting close to being like wasted, and we were exhausted. We're like, okay, we've had our fun. We had a full meal before this. Strip club is not where I want to be right now.
Where are my friends? Friends, where did you go?
What are you talking about? They've been dead for 40 years.
My friends. And I've been singing the song every day since. Friends, where
They're gonna whoever's editing, I think
friends?
Tomas, he's gonna listen to this when he's editing.
Uh-oh. You're not my friends. I was just kidding. I was talking about someone else. Not you guys. Shut up. So I think this is probably due to my taste buds and not kiwis themselves, but I remember liking them so much more when I was younger. So I've been like as an adult, I'm like, fuck yeah, I love kiwis. And then I try them and I'm like, they're okay. So I feel like I lost some magic somewhere in my life.
I love the color of the inside of a kiwi. That's like a really nice green.
They're
Yeah,
really
it looks
messy,
really cool.
though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When I was
messy.
doing the juice fasting, like 11 years ago now, holy shit.
Still talking about it.
Kiwis were one of my favorite things to add, but they were so much work because you got so little juice out of each one, and each one was such a bitch to peel.
That'd be cool
I
if they were big.
I just use the fuzz and I just eat the fuzzy part.
What?
Maybe that's why you don't like kiwis.
Yeah, you're eating the wrong part.
Oh, this
That's
tastes
my
like
favorite part.
Wait, is that why you don't like bananas? Are you eating the peel?
You can
the
eat
wrong
the whole
part.
thing. It's all edible.
Doesn't mean you should.
No, she likes bananas, just not banana artificial.
Right.
Yeah.
I can
And
eat this
I'm
pick.
completely on
Doesn't
board
mean I
with her.
should.
Okay, what are some things that I love that you don't love?
Me.
Kiwi peels.
That's true. Kiwis kind of look like testicles.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you ever hold 2 kiwis in your hand?
I do. I've done that exact thing before
Yeah.
where it's like,
No one else is in the room.
it's just me, Robert. It's just me, Robert De Niroing in the mirror.
You talking to me? You talking to me? You talking to these huevos? These brown furry eggs I found.
These Quavo brown furry eggs. Yo, look at this
Kind
duck
of a
egg.
duck made these. That duck is sick. Need to go to the doctor.
What kind of duck made these?
It's fucking unhealthy.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
That was a hard right turn.
I mean, none of this is going in, I'm sure. But yeah, I remember when I first started hanging out with Josh, and I think it was one of the remember when you would get out of school early on Wednesdays? Like that was a thing.
That was awesome.
Like looking back on that, I'm like, that's so fucking weird. But we would always, when we were in middle school, we would always go over to Josh's house on Wednesdays because like most of our parents weren't home from work at that point.
And he lived pretty close to the school.
And he lived close, yeah. So we would just walk over to Josh's place and hang out. And I remember one time, when I was a kid, I would also get like nosebleeds for no reason out of nowhere. And I got a nosebleed over at his house, and Mallory was hanging out there. And she handed me a tampon. I stuffed a tampon up my nose. And Josh's mom came home from work early and walked in. And she like got upset about it. Like I don't know what it was that freaked her out, but she got upset about it. And I was like, okay. Well, that's weird. Now I'm like the weird friend.
You're the tampon guy.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever. So I was like, I'm just going to lean into that.
Over.
Yeah, I'm just going to lean into that, I guess.
Oh my gosh. That might be good.
Oh, yeah. You could get up on the rooftops if you wanted to.
Reindeer paws?
Nope. Spider claws.
Spider claws?
As they have.
Spider pincers.
So, reindeer do not have paws. That would be odd.
Isn't that what they say? Up on the housetop, reindeer paws?
Nope.
That is the line, but it doesn't make sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is it really in the line?
Reindeer paws.
Who wrote that?
Out comes good old Santa Claus.
There's some really weird Christmas songs. I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, geez, this is... Ooh. No, I was thinking of Yankee Doodle. I was like, ugh. I'm a Yankee Doodle, do or die. Jesus.
What?
Vacation. It's pause as in like pause the video, pause the recording.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Really? I never...
And it's not rooftop, it's housetop.
Up on the house. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Wow. I never thought of that pause the entire time. I've sang it a trillion times at nursing homes and various places.
I mean, if reindeer go, then they're in trouble on that housetop.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway.
Also, if there's ice and they pause, then they just slide right forward.
I'm just imagining the ice levels on Overcooked. And it's the reindeer just like... like they try to land and they're all standing perfectly still, but they still just